Welcome to Astrobot, Team Asobi's brand new sequel to 2020's Astros Playroom, which originally started off as a PlayStation 5 tech demo that has expanded into literally its own universe now. And what do I think about this game? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Team Asobi has a hit on their hands. I mean, at this point, Team Asobi and Astrobot, they're going up against legendary platformers such as Super Mario, and they're contending. And honestly, they might even have crafted a game that's even better. Take a look. Just look at it. Just take a look at this. Now, chances are you're not playing this game for the story, but if by any chance you're interested in the story, there's not much story to it. You're Astrobot traveling through space with your fellow bot mates, and you guys get pulled up on by some random freaking aliens who decide to space jack you and steal your PS5 mothership, and they leave you stranded here in the desert. And Astro says, "F all that, I'm about to get my get back." And that's where you start. You start with nothing, and you got to go out there and find your crew. There's 300 Astrobots that you have to rescue. Find your crew, find the parts to upgrade and rebuild your ship, and get your get back. That's the gist of it. Now, I am extremely impressed by how they managed to create a game with literally no talking. They're just robots. They don't talk. They don't use their words, but they're absolutely bursting at the seams with all types of personality, from the sounds that they make to the dances and the expressions that pop up on their faces. This game is full of so much personality. The music, the audio. I mean, even the sound is impressive. Just listen to this. To say they absolutely knocked it out of the park in the sound department, it would be an understatement. The game is also beautiful. It's colorful. The worlds. I mean, there's so many different worlds. I'm only half. Well, I'm not even halfway through the game yet, and it seems like there's just so much to this game. Like, you're going to be traveling to different galaxies and different worlds, and you got to rescue your bots. Now, the cool part about this sequel is, in the first game, you were just going around. It was like a love letter to Sony. You were going around and picking up like different PlayStation artifacts over the decades. So you were picking up like PlayStations, PlayStation 3s, PS5s, PlayStation Vitas, etc. They were showcasing their love and appreciation for Sony over the decades. In this one, instead of going around collecting PlayStation artifacts, you're going to be picking up members of your crew who some of them happen to be special characters from Sony's long history. So you might pick up a robot that's, let's say, Solid Snake. You'll find another robot that is Joel or Ellie from The Last of Us, or Spyro the Dragon. And it's really interesting because some of them, I look at some of their character models and I'm like, who is that character? I can't quite tell. And it's really, really, really cool. Another surprise Astrobot threw my way, and I was shocked to see it, was the boss fights. How they managed to take this game from the original being a tech demo showcasing what the PS5 and the controller can do, to expanding it and turning it literally into its own franchise, its own series, is nothing short of amazing. There are there's boss fights in this game. And the very first boss fight, it literally reminded me of Donkey Kong. And the backdrop also reminded me of New Donk City from Super Mario Odyssey. And I would be lying if I said I didn't get, I honestly, I got chills and I had this wave of like nostalgia that brushed over me. Now, sitting here, I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to fight these bosses? Like, it's not like the combat in this game is really deep or anything. But Team Asobi's done it again. They found a very interesting way in incorporating power ups and with visual presentation. Like, look at this boss fight. You punch the eyeballs, and then he's gonna do another maneuver, and it's like, oh, what do I have to do next? Oh, next I have to knock out his teeth. Like, oh my gosh, these boss fights are absolutely mwah, chef's kiss. The art, the direction, the gameplay, having to use your abilities in certain clever ways, and just the presentation, just the way the boss fights unfold. This is what makes gaming fun. I was watching a YouTube video, and they sat here and said that Astrobot rivals. It might even be better than Super Mario series. I did not want to believe it. I didn't believe it. It might be true. I'm having such a blast with this game right now. This might be one of the few games that I actually go back and actually platinum. I'm interested to catch all the secret bots. I want to see all the PlayStation characters that are referenced in this game. I am just literally having a blast. Look at this visual spectacle. Whatever you thought this game was going to be, it's that and 10 times more. I'm having a blast. I understand why everyone is saying that this game is game of the year. Originally, Stellar Blade was my game of the year. Then Wukong was contending for game of the year. Now we have to throw Astrobot in the mix. You have to. This game is incredible. Absolute blast. And I'm not even halfway done yet. And I'm loving everything about this game. I don't, Sony is known for like, Nintendo is known for their platformers. Sony is no slouch when it comes to their platformers either, but we haven't had a platformer quite like this from Sony in quite some time. I think the last platformer we had was Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Through Time. We haven't had not one like this. Hats off to Team Asobi. They worked their butts off, and they've managed to literally take a tech demo. That's what Astros Playroom was, and they turned it into their own new IP. I am absolutely impressed. If you have not played this game, what are you doing? Right now, open up your PlayStation Store, go to Amazon if you want the physical, buy this game right now. You will not regret it. If you like platformers, if you enjoy platformers at all, this is the one. If you own a PlayStation 5 and you do not have this game, you are missing out on literally one of the greatest games that this console and this generation has to offer. You owe it to yourself to play Astrobot. Congrats to Team Asobi. They nailed it.